So hello everybody! So welcome to a game that's basically vanished from the internet. Transformers the Animated, Rest and Repair. So, here's the story. I originally had this game and showed it off on my other channel, Simply Pure. I had lost it when I lost a external. Happened. A huge fan called Dream, at least that's their screen name on Twitter, or what they go by, was very nice enough to send me a copy of this game. I've been looking for it for quite a while to do a full look through of the demo. So absolutely monstrous thank you to the lovely Dream for helping me with this. This is the demo. So again, unfortunately this game was purged from the internet by the creator. We even reached out to the creator for a copy of it. I'm not going to go into why they got rid of it. It is their personal thing. But it be what it be. Let's look into it. Hello, thank you for playing the demo for Rest and Repair, a TFA dating sim. This fan game was made to focus on some of our favorite older bots from TFA. To streamline character interactions, the game is set in an alternate universe that ignores some of TFA canon and integrates some other continuity elements, mainly from G1 and IDW. G1, fuck yeah. Okay, I can't use a controller with this. As well as bits and pieces from various other continuities, like Beast Wars, yeah, and TFP. You don't need to know anything about any of the continuities to enjoy this game, but there will be spoilers, concepts, and characters from those medias strewn throughout. We hope you enjoy! I'm just gonna go with your designation for this adventure is Anon, yes. Welcome, Anon. Today marks the 20th stellar cycle since the Decepticon warlord Megatron escaped from Trypticon prison. His whereabouts are still unknown, but the Autobot Elite Guard reassures the citizens of Cybertron that they are working tirelessly to ensure the safety of all Autobot citizens. The former stand-in Magnus, Sentinel Prime, outwardly expressed his concerns to our reporters about the situation. Ultra Magnus has been reinstated as Magnus in the last few stellar cycles, but that does not mean we can slack on our duties as Autobots. Trypticon Prison revealed Decepticons amongst our midst, weaknesses in our very own internals, working to shatter us from the inside. Let this be a lesson to all that we need to stay vigilant. Any suspicious Decepticon-like activity should be reported immediately and will be punished. The interview was cut short due to a freak acid storm. Oh wait, that is. Yeah, okay. However, Cybertronian hero and future Magnus, Optimus Prime, had this to add before his departure from Cybertron to seek out Decepticon leader Megatron. It's true that we are never able to identify or capture the supposed spy within the Autobot intelligence division that helped free Megatron is going to be sent with. However, there are bots in command that I have full trust in, working hard to ensure that no harm will come to Cybertron. We wish you a safe voyage, and we'll miss you on Cybertron, Optimus Prime. In other news, the Cybertronian Autobot Elite Guard induction ceremony is today, welcoming in a new range of talented bots into the ranks of our esteemed military. We'll be broadcasting the whole thing in just a few minutes, so stay tuned! Today is the Cybertronian Autobot Elite Guard introduction ceremony, in which graduates of the Autobot Academy who have shown great potential are inducted into the ranks of Autobot military with Elite Guard status. Oh, is that a Rhinox? Oh, that's a cute Rhinox plushie, in which you just so happen to be part of. Too bad you're late for your own damn introduction. Bottling out Bolting out of berth, you check the chronometer on your berth side table and check off your warning tarp to rush out of your apartment and head straight to the ceremony. Luckily, as you speed through the streets of Iacon, you are not stopped by any roaming police bots and manage to dash through the back doors of the ceremony building. Good job, you. If you can make it backstage in the next 5 clicks, they won't even know you were missing. In your rush to manage to crash into a larger mech, causing you to fall onto your aft ungratefully. Let's see. Ow. The bot extends a servo down to you, offering to help you up. You take it, the figure speaks in your optics, reconfigure to focus on the mech you just barreled into. If I'm not mistaken, racing isn't permitted indoors. You immediately stand to attention upon realizing the mech in front of you is none other than the Elite Guard Supreme Commander, Ultra Magnus himself. Well, fuck. We fucked up on our first day. You know, the current leader of Cybertron and your soon-to-be boss? Okay. Alright, why does he have a heart, though? He's wearing Speedos. He's decorating his accomplishments and attire only reserved for such ceremonies as today. The Magnus is in charge of bestowing stripes upon the Elite Guard members of the graduating class, which you happen to be part of due to your talents in intelligence work and oddly specific knowledge of organics. I'm sorry, Ultra Magnus, sir. I woke up later than expected. I'm about to miss my own introduction if I don't hurry. Now, why would that happen on such an important day for you? I was, You were up all night watching archival footage of the Great War. The Great War being the 4 million-year civil war in which the Autobots and Decepticons fought for control over Cybertron roughly 2 million years ago. You always loved to study each great warrior, both Autobots and Decepticons. It helped you excel in Autobot Academy, using that knowledge to rise above your fellow classmates. You particularly enjoyed watching Ultra Magnus and Megatron duke it out the most, seeing their skills during their peak. Ultra Magnus, with his hammer, controlling the battlefields with lightning and strategy, and Megatron with his brute strength, fusion cannon, and centuries of gladiatorial experience. You always wished you could witness something like that firsthand. You snap out of your memory, realizing that Ultra Magnus was still looking at you for an answer. Don't lie to your boss. I was up studying some old war footage, sir. You feel your face slate heat up as you confess one of your quiet guilty pleasures to one of the people who you study frequently. The Great War had always intrigued you, spending most of your free time studying it, from documentaries to novels, both non-fiction and fictional. By a stroke of luck, Ultra Magnus cracks a smile. Well, I wouldn't make this a habit if I were you. I see the workings of the future prime, but let this be a warning. Now, get to your post, soldier. I expect to see these studies come to good use in the field. Yes, sir! You stand tall, saluting before you power walk away from the Magnus, face completely flush and optics glued to the floor. You hope to Primus that Ultra Magnus will forget about the interaction. You are screwed, bruh. You hope that you'll forget about the interaction. Miraculously, the ceremony went off without a hitch, despite your tardiness. You were able to not only get your Elite Guard badge, but you were able to shake Ultra Magnus' servo as he praised you, the interaction in the hall seemingly forgotten. Or perhaps he was just that well practiced in front of a crowd. Whatever it was, you're now an official Elite Guard Autobot intelligence agent, the best of the best. You're feeling pretty good right now, thinking back to all your struggles through the Autobot Academy. You had a rather traumatizing event that occurred in the middle of your time in the Academy that you've labeled the incident. Because of the incident, it was quite a difficult trek to get back to where you needed to be to follow your dreams of being an elite guard. And somehow you excelled expectations. You excelled expectations, burying yourself in studies and practice to make sure you didn't fall behind any more than you had already done. However, the trade-off was your social skills. So what better way to change all that than to befriend your now fellow elite guard Autobots? It's time to unwind amongst the elite guard personnel in the after introductions party. This is your chance to make some friends. Just eyeing the crowd now, you can see several notable mechs. You look towards a small group, recognize the bots to be the Cyber Ninja Jazz, the Intel Agent Blur, and the Scout Bot who aided in capturing Megatron Bumblebee. When the fuck did Bumblebee become so big? He never used to be like a huge character back in G1 times. Hey man, whoop, wrong fucking button. Hey man, don't be shy. Come kick it with us. We're just talking about you actually. You look at Jazz surprised. He waves his servo to invite you over, a warm smile on his face. Looking around for a moment to make sure he wasn't talking to anyone else, you finally walk over. Alright, I'm just gonna let Blur talk. Thank you God, because I don't think I can do Blur. You nod along, catching absolutely nothing of what the Valedictorian bot said. You look to the other two bots in hopes they can continue the conversation instead. You see Bumblebee shove Blur to the side for a moment. Oh God, I forgot that's what they look like in animated. I actually do like it. This is really cute artwork. Oh, what voice should you get? Oh, people are gonna get mad at this. Anyway, I totally remember your name because I was totally awake during the ceremony, but can you remind me of what it is for these fellas? My name? Oh, it's Anon. Bot. I should have done that. Well, Anon, it's great to see a new faceplate around here. It's been a bit stale the last few Stella cycles, if I'm honest. The cons have been pretty quiet, but you know, it just means their troubles are brewing. I'm just gonna let Blur do his thing. You try and keep up with your fellow Intel bot is saying, as it seems important, but your attention is taken away by the elegant white, black, and gold mech standing just across the room, sipping a small drink. The first thing you noticed from the mech was just how elegant he was. The second you noticed from the mech was the very important helmet. You suddenly recognize the bot to be Master Yoketron, head of the Cyber Ninja Division. I am going, no, don't do it. Don't do it. You didn't expect to see him, knowing that he rarely leaves his dojo as he protects all the technology within it, as well as the long-recovered protoforms that were stolen several decacycles ago. Despite him standing alone, you can tell he's not uncomfortable, but simply bot watching. And drinking fruity drinks. He scans the room as he sips his drink. Then his optics lock to yours for a brief moment. Yoketron gives you a soft smile and a small nod with his glass. You pry your gaze away, feeling flustered that you were caught staring. Just that quick glance left you feeling out of breath, so much so it was hard to focus all of a sudden. You haven't even had any injects yet. Jazz seems to notice the change of your demeanor, taking a moment to glance over his shoulder to see what caught your optic. You good, Anon? Yeah, no, why don't we just ask? That bot over there, is that Master Yoketron, correct? I never thought I'd see him outside the Cyber Ninja territory. Jazz takes another moment to quickly steal a glance at Yoketron, who seems to have moved his attention to Sentinel, who is currently making a small scene in the corner about who knows what. Yeah, pretty weird seeing him out here too. He's pretty dedicated to his job, but it's nice to see him out and about, especially with all the new cultural aspects Earth's been leaking onto Cybertron. The scene's been getting pretty wild out there, you did. Blur seems to have stopped talking momentarily, listening to what Jazz had to say. Well, we're gonna let it... Oh. Oh, he's not doing it right now. Well, I've heard it. He has... Can I do it that fast in that voice? Well, I've heard he has an apprentice that's going to take over his position, so seeing him outside the cyber ninja walls is probably a good sign. He's always been pretty mysterious mech. Wise beyond his years. I remember a time during my training where... Yeah, Prowl, if anything, I bet Prowl's the reason he's even at the party. You know, practice for when he's not head honcho anymore. Blur starts talking again, but you're not really paying attention. Your mind starts to wondering if the Cyber Ninja Master would be interested in chatting with you. After all, this was a party, and you were all meant to make friends, despite their status in general mystery. I'm awake. Who knows? Maybe you had more in common than you thought. You turned towards where the Cyber Ninja Master was standing, only to realize he was gone. Scanning the room, you can't seem to spot the white and gold mech at all. Had he really just slipped out without anyone noticing? Somehow that saddens you, but you return to mingling with the rest of the bots at the party. Alright, so that's where we're going to end it. So next time, we'll see more. Thank you guys so much for joining me for this. Really happy that a lovely fan found it, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.
Good night.